And welcome to Cahnmann's Current Events Roundtable. Today is a very special show because it was filmed in Puerto Vallerta's airport in Puerto Vallerta, Mexico, with Mayor Ramon Martinez, often referred to as the Presidente of Puerto Vallerta. I decided to do the show because, first of all, Puerto Vallerta is the sister city to Highland Park, Illinois. And to help Mexico's image problems with tourists, especially in the U.S., and to help the negative image that gets reported in the news media here in the United States. We always hear about the drug war image, the cartels, and it's one image that Mexico has been having a difficult time to shake. And I am doing the show because I want to show how beautiful Puerto Vallerta, Mexico is, how safe. I've been there for 6 weeks. I just got back recently, and I wanted to show our viewers how beautiful the city is, how safe and secure that I feel. I could go walking around in the evening of Puerto Vallerta. I could, anytime in the evening, I'm there. I feel safe, secure, and I think it's important that people hear from a different media that all things in Mexico is not all bad. And because tourism is a major component of Mexico's economy, and without it and lack of it, especially the cruise ships that have been having not been coming into its ports, because it's a challenge for Mexico, because if their tourism is not there, dollars that they badly need is not coming through. So I set this program up so that it is going to be an interview with the president and mayor, as he's called, Ramon Martinez. He speaks in Spanish only, so we do have an interpreter at the airport. And if you hear a little noise, it's the airplanes in the background. It's early in the morning, it's 7 o'clock. Our air condition has not come in yet at the airport, so we are a little bit perspiring a little bit. So if you see some perspiration on our faces, it's because it's still very warm. It's 7 o'clock in the airport, and I wanted to catch him before he flew out to see the president of Mexico, which he was doing that day, and I needed to get the interview in before he left. So I want to show you, before we get to the interview, a few little snapshots that we took. I have to thank my husband, Mr. Leonard Cahnmann, for doing the video in Mexico with our little camera and some of the shots that you're going to get. So let's take the first shot, which is it's a sand sculpture that people in Mexico love to do. They're very, very artistic. And this is a sand sculpture of the dolphins. There are many beautiful dolphins that come into the shores, and you could swim with the dolphins and the sea lions. So this is one of the sculptures that you can see on the beach of Puerto Vallerta. Anybody is welcome. It's a free beach. Everybody comes in, and you can see stone sculptures and sand sculptures. Let me see the next picture, please. This is the seaport, and it's very beautiful. The city is clean. It is beautiful, and and tourists right now, because there's a lot of Canadian tourists that seem to be coming in. Maybe their media is not giving them such a bad rap, but our media needs to start focusing, because, as you know, Mexico is, one of our partners, and we have to keep them as one of our allies before somebody else comes and takes them over. And I think that we need to really, I'd love to see more American tourists like they usually used to come on the cruise ships, or just come for vacation. And this is something that people would see. Do we have another picture that we can show? Here's another picture of the city and its churches and its beautiful buildings. And in Nuevo Vallarta, where I usually stay, I go to Puerto Vallarta and I go into Nuevo Vallarta. It's all new construction, new building, and it is really, really beautiful. Mexico's economic development is being praised by analysts. It has the potential to make the U.S. see Mexico as a rising middle power, while at the same time it strengthens its cultural diplomacy in a way that complements the economic diplomacy. Mexico's growing middle class, its high number of graduate engineers, and its vigorous trade and economic interdependence with the U.S. So I am very proud that I could be in Mexico and to show you some of these pictures and the beauty, and it was something that I really, really needed to show. And now we're going to be showing the interview with with Mayor Ramon Martinez, or as the Mexican people usually say, the Presidente of Mexico City. So that is going to be coming on in just a minute or so. And I would really love to, having an interview with the Presidente or Mayor Martinez was really a pleasure. Even though we didn't speak the same language, I speak a little Spanish, very little, and we had an interpreter, but somehow we knew what each of us were saying and what each of us felt about the country. I have been coming to Puerto Vallerta for many years. This year I was able to stay for 6 weeks. So, are we ready with our video? Okay, so this is going to be, if it's a little noisy, it is the airplanes going on. Hello and welcome to Cahnmann's Current Events Roundtable. And today we are broadcasting and filmed and broadcasted in Puerto Vallerta Airport. And we have a very outstanding guest today, who is the new mayor, and we call him the Presidente of Puerto Vallerta, Mayor Ramon, and that is Martinez. Welcome to Cahnmann's Current Events Roundtable. I'm very excited to be here because Highland Park is a sister city of Puerto Vallerta, and as behind the sign there is, you can see the different cities, and it's in the airport. This beautiful sign is in the airport. This beautiful picture is in the airport of Puerto Vallerta. And the reason I wanted to do the broadcast this morning, which we have to do pretty quickly because our mayor and Presidente is going to be boarding an airplane very shortly. Yeah. 15 more minutes, okay. And I was wondering how, the American media has given Mexico, because of everything that's going on right now, sort of a not a good reputation to come. I know when I came here, our family said, be careful, you're going to Mexico. And I just love Mexico. I've been here for, this is I think my 8th year of coming to Mexico, and I really, really like being here. What can we do as an ambassador? I'm on the media, what I can do to help Mexico so we don't lose any more visitors coming here, tourists. I think it's so important to keep the tourists going to Mexico. Mexico is just a wonderful city. There is, as far as I'm concerned, people are very nice. They're very, very nice to us here. So what can we do as an ambassador to help Mexico?
Dice que como embajadora, ¿qué puede hacer para defender a México de los medios, de cómo se le ha atacado por la delincuencia y todo eso, que es un bonito país, que su familia lo visita, y que qué es lo que para rescatar?
En primer lugar, poder compartir con sus connacionales el que estamos en una ciudad segura, el que aquí en Puerto Vallarta es el destino turístico que representa y que reúne realmente la identidad de México. Aquí podemos compartir no nada más las tradiciones, podemos compartir además su música, su gastronomía, su tranquilidad, su mar, su montaña. Creo que Puerto Vallarta nos da a nosotros de todos los ingredientes del México real, del México honesto, del México sincero, del México cálido. Por eso nos identificamos y esta es una muestra de este gran mural que fue donado por ustedes y que desde luego representa esa gran empatía que tenemos las dos ciudades y que desde luego representa entre los dos países, entre Estados Unidos y México.
We are going to be translating right now for our American audience.
Okay, you can tell to the American people, you can talk about them, our food right here that we have, special food, our mountains, that we're close to the ocean, and we can tell them that we're a friendly city. They can come here, it's very safe to come walk around here, and we can show the picture that we have with the sister cities right here, and you can see it's a very friendly city.
Also, because of the violence, recent violence, people are afraid to come. And, I noticed there's a loss of cruise ships too because of that. What is it that we can do possibly to get everything back to the way it was? How are they, as far as the drug cartels, what's going to happen with that situation?
Se habla acerca de los cruceros que se han perdido aquí en México por la delincuencia que ha habido recientemente involucrados con los carteles. ¿Qué es lo que se puede hacer al respecto?
No, yo creo que lo más importante es ser sinceros con nuestros visitantes, el decirles que Puerto Vallarta sigue siendo la ciudad segura, sigue siendo la ciudad amigable, sigue siendo, y creo que estamos superando ya esta etapa de la crisis que sufrió en nuestro país, pero hoy en día Puerto Vallarta es el destino más seguro del país. Los resultados y las estadísticas así lo muestran, y lo que estamos haciendo el día de hoy o en estos próximos días es transformar a Puerto Vallarta, el estar compartiendo entre Puerto Vallarta y Bahía de Banderas, entre Puerto Vallarta y Riviera Nayarit, ese gran ánimo de poder contagiar, volver a conquistar a nuestra gente con nuestra montaña, con nuestra playa, y desde luego con esa calidez. Yo creo que lo más importante es el esfuerzo que está haciendo el gobierno federal y el gobierno estatal por demostrar en ese sentido, y que ustedes lo pueden palpar hoy que han estado en nuestra ciudad, que nuestra ciudad es segura, que nuestra ciudad lo que busca es de nueva cuenta reencontrarse con quienes se enamoraron de nuestra ciudad y decirles que Puerto Vallarta es su ciudad, donde estamos con los brazos abiertos esperando su visita y que puedan sentirse seguras y seguros en nuestra ciudad. Yo espero que es un tema de la crisis económica que ha sufrido tanto Estados Unidos como nuestro país, y esperemos que esto mejore y que se transmita y se traduzca de dar cuenta como nos conocimos, ¿no? Como esa ciudad cálida, como esa ciudad amigable, como esa ciudad que pudo transmitir a ustedes esa empatía que nos permitiera a nosotros y a ustedes enlazarnos juntos como una sola ciudad. Yo creo que es importante decirlo, que nuestra ciudad está abierta, que ustedes han estado en ella aquí conviviendo estos últimos días y podrán decirle a las y los ciudadanos norteamericanos que Puerto Vallarta es su casa.
Sí.
Well, Puerto Vallarta, it's receiving you with your hands. It's open to you, to the tourists. Our federal governments and state governments helping us to remove over the crime that is here, and with the next city that we have right here, Banderas Bay. And he said you're welcome to come here whenever you want. And Puerto Vallarta is the safest city in the country. You can see with the friendly people here, and it's not what the people say sometimes on the TV or
Right.
yeah, it's totally different what they say.
I know, we have the same problem with the media. I'm from Chicago, and we're known as the gangster city, Chicago with the and so people sometimes are afraid to come to Chicago thinking, that something's going to happen to them, because the media seems to focus on the negative side of things instead of the positive side of things. And I think it's important that every city, every state, every country has its problems. And if you just focus on that, you miss the whole country.
Comenta que ella es de Chicago, que ellos tienen un problema con los medios, que allá los atacan por los delincuentes, los gangsters, y que se ven atacados por lo mismo, pero que una vez ya llegando al lugar sí se dan cuenta de que es diferente a como los medios nomás practican el lado malo y no el lado bueno de la ciudad.
No, y algo que quiero darles seguridad. En ese sentido debo decir que hoy la Corporación de Seguridad Pública es la que mejor gana en toda la entidad de Jalisco, y en los próximos 2 años va a ser la que mejor va a ganar en todo el país, y eso quiere decir que nosotros buscamos no nada más dar calidad y sentirse seguros a quienes nos brindan seguridad. Hoy estamos certificando a la corporación con la Universidad de Guadalajara para atender con calidad y calidez a nuestros visitantes. Hoy estamos haciendo un trabajo desde la misma colonia, desde la misma corporación, desde los mismos municipios vecinos, de atender con mayor calidad y calidez a nuestros visitantes. Estamos haciendo un enorme esfuerzo, y creo que la única forma de poder experimentar de que Puerto Vallarta es seguro, que Puerto Vallarta sigue siendo esa ciudad amigable, es visitándonos, darse cuenta y poder compartir y convivir, conocer nuestro clima, conocer nuestra playa, nuestra montaña, pero lo más importante, el dejarse querer por nuestra gente, que también la que hoy da seguridad y la que hoy presta servicios, estamos en la misma sintonía de hacer que Puerto Vallarta sea su casa.
Say that right now all the police elements are getting a certification. They just move up their salaries for very good. Now it's #1 state, their salaries, and the goal is getting #1 in the country. And he said that the only way to prove to the people that here is a very friendly city is to come here. Come and visiting us, and you will see that we have very friendly people, and that's the only way you can see.
That's wonderful. And also about you are the new mayor. What do you, as a new mayor, what is your perspective? What do you see for Puerto Vallarta? What do you want to do that's different than what your predecessor, the other mayor before you? What do you see as your goal of Puerto Vallarta?
Como nuevo presidente municipal, ¿cuál es tu perspectiva, tu meta, que otros presidentes municipales no hicieron? Algo que crees que es diferente que da el cambio.
Yo creo que en ese sentido, pues, en Puerto Vallarta lo que queremos es diversificar la oferta. Nosotros lo que buscamos es que aquí el turismo médico sea una oportunidad, una alternativa. El turismo de montaña sea otra opción. Tenemos oportunidades de desarrollar zonas arqueológicas muy importantes como Huachimontones. Hay un similar aquí en la delegación de Ixtapa. El que podamos contagiar a nuestros visitantes desde la misma atención de la autoridad municipal. Yo creo que regresar al espíritu de ser reconocida la mejor ciudad para vivir, pero también la mejor ciudad para visitar del Pacífico mexicano. Creo que eso es lo que aspiramos todos, el poder transformar a Puerto Vallarta y que cada visitante que llegue a nuestra ciudad se vaya con la ilusión y el deseo de volver a regresar. Yo creo que esa es la encomienda y ese es el objetivo y esa es la meta, de poder transmitir que esta ciudad es la más mexicana de todas, que esta ciudad es la más amigable de todas, y que desde luego eso lo queremos contagiar, no nada más en el área de seguridad, sino con cada uno de los prestadores de servicios, con cada uno de los visitantes que hoy llegan a nuestra ciudad, pero que se transmita desde cada ciudadano que vive aquí, que nuestra ciudad es la más amigable del mundo.
Well, we're showing the people you are for a very friendly city now again. and showing our mountains right here, like all the tourists that come here, not just the ocean part. And we have pyramids also right here. We just have to invest a little bit to show the people that we have up there in the mountains. And that's just, we were talking about the security too. We show the people that we're going to be the number one city in the country. We're going to be the safest city in the country. And the only way to prove that is showing the people to come here and see it.
What made Presidente, I'll call it Presidente, Mayor, why did you want to become the mayor of Puerto Vallerta? What made you want to seek the position of mayor?
¿Qué fue lo que te hizo querer ser presidente municipal?
El poder relanzar nuestra ciudad, el poder consolidar a Puerto Vallarta como el mejor destino turístico del país, el poder hacer los ciudadanos que viven aquí como el que nos visita sean mejores.
We have airplane noises coming in, but this is right in the airport, so our viewers can see what's going on, hear what's going on.
As you say, this is just to put Puerto Vallarta as the number one destination in the country, and showing people it's a very friendly city. Right here, that's what makes the mayor to become a mayor, to show Puerto Vallarta to the rest of the world.
So, viewers are listening to our airplane. I am enjoying being here, and as a citizen of the United States, and as a sister city. We're connected with the sister city. I'm going to go back home and talk about how wonderful people are, how people are very friendly. People go out of their way to be helpful. I find I always say that the men in Puerto Vallarta are such gentlemen. I always say to them that their mother must have taught them right.
Dice que ella se va a ir de regreso a casa como ciudadana americana y les va a platicar acerca de lo bonito que es aquí el lugar, de los mexicanos de Puerto Vallarta, cómo son caballeros, y dice que las madres se ve que los educaron correctamente.
No, muchas gracias, de veras, nos hace sentir orgullosos. Eso es lo que queremos transmitir, y lo más importante es la experiencia que vivió en nuestra ciudad la pueda hacer tangible o palpable a sus connacionales. Aquí es su casa, y así como hicimos que se sintiera contenta, feliz y que pueda compartir no nada más nuestro pueblo típico, nuestras costumbres y nuestra calidez, también nuestro clima, y que esto nos ayude a contagiar e invitar a todos sus paisanos. Bienvenida y muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. He felt proud about our city, and he said that if you can go back to your country and tell the people over there how you feel right here, how the people are really, and well, thanks again to being here, and I think that's pretty much the tip.
And thank you for the interview. I appreciate it. You're very hard to get. You're very busy. I know you had the recent president of Mexico has been here twice. They came to. We're staying at the Mayan Palace, the Mayan, in Presidente. I think you were there. Presidente came in just recently. So I think things are starting to proceed as far as more. I could see where more tourists are coming. I know people from Canada is coming in. I see a lot of people from Canada, from different countries, and it's very important that the United States comes as well. It isn't just a country for Canada and Europe, but the United States, because you're one of our closest allies, and we need to keep it that way. And I'm very proud to be part of this show today on Cahnmann's Current Events Roundtable. I want to thank very much our mayor and Presidente Mayor Ramon Guerrero Martinez, and Salvador Correa, who has helped interpret our program today. I'm very proud to be part of this union with the members of the Puerto Vallerta in Mexico, and I'm just very proud to be here today with our Presidente. I want to thank you very much for being part of the show today. Yes, muchas gracias.
Oh, that was really, I'm watching this. I haven't seen this in a long time, just another month or a couple months ago. But I really enjoyed doing it. If you noticed, my hair was all coming apart because they hadn't turned on the air conditioner in the airport yet. We were there very early. We're the first ones practically at the airport, and both of us had a fly going from one nose to the other. So it was delightful doing the show with Mayor Martinez, we had an interpreter. I hope that the viewers were able to hear, because we had airplanes, we had announcements. We didn't have the best mics because we weren't set up, because I did sort of with my flip camera, we did the whole show. But it was a really interesting show, and I was very privileged to be on it. And this tape, by the way, is going to also be sent to the Presidente Martinez, mayor. He likes to be called the Presidente, the mayor. And possibly the tape will also go to the President of Mexico himself, the new President, President Enrique Peña Nieto. And hopefully that he'll be able to see this tape with with Mayor Martinez. And it's a privilege to be doing this show, and it's been a privilege, and I'm glad my staff here at the senior producers, I gave them a lot of work today to put all this together for us. And I want to thank each one of you for being on the show and doing what you usually do, and applaud you for all the work. My camera people, my producer, my directors, my everybody that was here and has been doing this show with me since I've been on this show. And this segment was very important. So hopefully the people of Mexico will see this tape along with our own viewers. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this program on how to change Mexico's image problems, and I hope we can do that. Thank you for letting me show this to you. Thank you again.